Unwinnable puppies. We're finally getting into our first game. Again, we apologize for the delayed start, but now that we've begun, we're not stopping.
Yes, as here we are in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. This is arguably the best Protoss in the world at the moment. This is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's herO.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Inside and Out, we have the South Korean Protoss player himself representing Prep Esports. It is Classic.
Hey, PvP kind of reminds me of, you know, those schoolyard games that you play when you're a kid where you're kind of like, I've got a gun. And then the other guy's like, I've got a gun shield. You can't shoot me with your gun. And then the other guy's like, I've got a gun shield penetrating gun that beats your gun shield. just me.
Yeah, no, yeah, like you're like trying to one up each other, like in this imaginary tale of gun shield.
It's like, no. I've got the double shield. You can't do that. I got double, triple shield.
Exactly. Yeah. I got the double, triple shield, and you're like, no, I got the quadruple penetrating gun.
Quadruple gun. I lubed up my bullets.
I lubed up my bullets, and they go over the shield, puppy. Oh my god.
The shield is not a shield.
The shield is not a shield.
I don't have any concrete way to say this is how PvP is. I'm just gonna state it and leave it with you.
Oh god. We were talking about PvP. What?
Yeah, it's PvP where it's like, no. I have a pylon in your natural, and it's like, no, but I got a zealot, and it's like, nah, but I've got no pylon. You made a zealot for nothing, haha. It's like, no, I actually want this zealot. I'm gonna go attack you.
Yeah, and you know what? I got the pylon, and I can throw down the cybercore as well, just to be that much more annoying.
Oh, I got a bullet that kills cybercores. It's called a void ray.
No, but my cybercore is looped up, and then you can't shoot it.
The void ray just slips off it.
It slides off the cybercore. It's fine. Oh boy. Meanwhile, we do have gate expands here from both of our players. Of course, both players were even forced to throw down, or I say both players, sorry. Classic was forced to throw down his tech a little bit faster instead because of this cybercore. The cybercore is finished as well. There is no cancel.
Yeah, so that cybercore just going to be blocking that for as long as possible, and we see as a reaction, Classic is just going to progress further in his build. So this is kind of something that is how this matchup works with the 1-gate versus 1-gate, where if you are delayed in taking your Nexus, you can just try to tech up further than your opponent, but it does look to me like herO's gotten a little bit of a lead out of this opener.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he already has his Nexus halfway done. I believe he threw down his Stargate first. Meanwhile, the Adept shades in as well. Shouldn't be dealing too much damage. There we go. Forces a lift up from these Phoenixes, but we are getting to something we don't get too often. We're getting Phoenix versus Phoenix.
It's Phoenix Wars. I hate Phoenix Wars. As long as no one throws down a second Stargate, I think we're all good. Those games are awful.
I mean,
but it does look like herO instead actually going to be going into a Twilight Council, so we will dodge the full Phoenix Wars.
Yeah, herO, he's got your back, mate. He's looking out for the fellow casters. He's going to be going into Blink, I imagine, behind this. So only a handful of Phoenixes to begin with. Classic, for the time being, is a little bit unawares of this. We don't know how he's going to progress here with his own build.
Yeah, we are seeing this battery go down for herO as well, just being a little bit extra cautious in case Classic wanted to make a few extra gateway units and push out in front, but for now, with that fourth Phoenix coming out, Classic's just going to back off. You really don't want to lose any Phoenix in this situation because it can spiral out of control.
Oh my god, and herO, he's going Phoenix, it's a Patty Mac? He's going for a Dark Shrine, not for Blink, so interesting choice here. It does, I guess, make sense because there are no Oracles, but we are seeing a Robo coming up from Classic, so he will have the production to go for an Observer.
Yeah, very interesting build coming out here. Classic actually with the fight between the Phoenix, not only is going to win out a little bit in the micro, but he's going to get a scout of the DT.
Yeah, exactly. The Dark Shrine has been spotted here, so the likelihood of them dealing too much damage isn't really there. We do see herO once again dipping on forward here, trying to regen. Oh, actually overcharges just so he can just go back into the fray with his Phoenixes.
Yeah, wants to top up those shields on the Phoenixes very quickly there, but Classic, realizing the situation, is just going to back off, doesn't want to throw away any lead with the Phoenixes, because as we were saying before, this is the kind of thing where if you do fall behind in that Phoenix count, it can lead to a pretty overwhelming map control advantage for your opponent.
It really can, and there we go. herO is going to be going for that blink in the end, setting up a proxy across the map to go for a couple of DTs. The Observer is already on the way for Classic, so he shouldn't have too much of an issue. It's going to be chilling out here at the natural base, so a little bit wasteful here for herO, but again, he's just gambling a little bit, hoping that maybe there wasn't any detection.
Yeah, so does spot that Observer, spots the Phoenixes at home as well, so gets a little bit of information, but yeah, not the most cost efficient. We are going to be seeing both of these Phoenix passing each other. That third is going to be scattered out for herO, so herO's going to realize that he does need to get a little bit of damage here now that he's behind on the third base timer.
Yeah, and this is great. He completely bypasses the army. As you were saying, he knew where the ground army and the Phoenixes were, so he goes straight for the mineral line. He gets 9 probes, and he will recall back home.
Yeah, great recall. Does anticipate Classic going for the counterattack, getting the damage back himself, but he's actually going to be heading straight out back into the fray.
Oh, God. And he doesn't turn around either. He is committed. He's going across map with his army. Blink is going to finish up soon. TM still needs a little bit more time for that to happen. The Immortal is looking a little bit exposed here. Classic will not have Blink. He did not invest into his own gateways.
Wow, but herO just lost his entire mineral line back in the main at home. Does look like he is going to be trying to get in here with that DT as well. Would have maybe liked to see him bringing a bit of his own detection, maybe trying to snipe out those Observers. That could have been a cheeky way to pick up a bit of a win here, but instead is going to be trying to set up an attack on the third, but just doesn't have the army to do it.
Yeah, he really does, and he's trying to, don't get us wrong, but unfortunately that gateway, that proxy gate, was depowered, so its production is going to be hindered as well. He has a couple of Stalkers to reinforce, and the Stalkers may be able to turn the tide of the battle here. He blinks on forward.
Yeah, Stalker's just trying to focus down these Phoenix, but the micro coming out from Classic is good here, and he has completely won this Phoenix battle in the skies.
Yeah.
And in reaction to that, he's going to be making a Void Ray as well.
Void Ray's on the way. He gets a second Immortal out, and with this second Immortal, it may be too much, especially with the help of the shield battery, with the help of the overcharge. herO does kind of, he does bait out those shields of the Immortal, but he needs more.
Yeah, herO is so all in right now. He just lost his entire main mineral line, doesn't have a third on the way at all. He is completely on a timer here from Classic, and yeah, Classic just with a huge lead in this game.
Exactly, Classic. He's got the army advantage. He has the ability to CC with his Phoenixes. He has the Void Rays as well. He has the overcharge. He has a shield battery. There's everything he needs. And herO is probing behind this. He's crazy. Oh my God. I mean, he is known for his blink micro, but he needs to pull off something more here.
Yeah, he needs a miracle here. He's being a little bit hopeful considering there's 2 Immortals, there's 2 Void Rays. He's committing to the fight. There is going to be a pickup from the Phoenix, but these Stalkers are getting absolutely shredded for herO.
They really are. Like, he gets a couple of decent trades. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have the economy to sustain these losses. We do see Classic pushing out even further. We see another warp in of Stalkers here from herO. Classic doesn't want to overextend.
Yeah, exactly. Classic needs to be really careful that he isn't too wasteful, despite the lead that he has to be very careful. But look at the way these Immortals just shred through the Stalkers. They do so much damage to them.
And GG gets called. Classic will take the first game.
BG, a little bit of an upset here. herO definitely coming into this matchup as the favorite, but you know, PvP, anything can happen, and Classic showing that he is more than a worthy opponent, getting so much damage across the map with those Phoenix.
Yeah, like I love herO's moves overall, and I think he was doing everything right up until he recalled, and I think we were both of the same mind. We're like, oh my God, he recalled, he's gonna be ready for the counterattack. He just goes out again. It's like, mate.
yeah. It was like he kills all the probes, and then he recalls, and he defends so he doesn't lose all his probes, and then he lost all his probes. And I was like, Oh.
Oh. Like, if he had just stayed at home, he had the Phoenix disadvantage, but he had Stalkers to support as well. He just had to chill. He just had to recover, deflect any aggression, and then move out. He was still behind the base, don't get me wrong. Like, the pressure was on him, but what a game one.
Yeah, what a game one. And now with his back against the wall in the top left-hand corner here, this is our pink Protoss, the South Korean, playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, DBG. This is herO.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Moondance, we have the South Korean Protoss player representing Prep Esports. And currently up in the series, it is Classic.
And we have a map without a natural ramp, which means we get to play our favorite game.
Oh, exactly. What's that?
Hopscotch.
Did you play hopscotch as a kid?
Yes, but I didn't know the rules.
Wait.
I just kind of jumped around a bit. I didn't really know what to do.
Wait.
I don't think anyone really knew if there was like there's actual like a way to play it.
I was just say there are rules to hopscotch.
Yeah.
I thought you just jumped.
No, there's like you like throw a pebble and you have to like go that far or something. I don't know exactly how it works.
Do you have to throw a pebble on the?
You have to throw it onto like the right spot or something. Like I think there's like some kind of game to it.
Throw it to the end.
And kids aren't that strong.
What do you mean? Like, we don't have hopscotch like that are fields long. It's not like a soccer field of hopscotch.
I say pebble, but it was a giant boulder. Like you have to shot put it. It was like a strongman competition. Strongman hopscotch.
You're like, people died, okay? People,
yeah.
if they got in the way.
My friend died that way. I don't want to talk about it. Double stalker.
They're not getting back up.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Correct.
This like you would watch movies and it felt like they were playing a game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but then I would do it at school and basically you just hop on the numbers.
You just
and
jump,
like,
yeah.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
Like, I never really got it. I'm like, this is really easy.
What are these kids on TV doing? What are they doing? Not know how to jump? Is that
you just like hop, hop, jump, hop, jump, hop, jump. Okay.
Oh god. Meanwhile, we do see both double stalker micro here in the middle of the map. Looks like both of them will be losing their stalkers, but herO comes out a little bit on top of that micro.
herO came out way on top of that. I do not understand what just happened at all. I think he must have dodged one shot at least with the sight blocker.
Yeah, with the sight blocker.
But actually gets a huge advantage out of that little trade at the beginning there, and it does look like he's going for. It might be okay. Just the 3 gates for the moment. 3 gate blink. I think it might be a 4th gate as well.
4 gate, 1 base blink stalker. Let's go.
Yeah, wow, very aggressive build coming out from herO, and considering that he's already taken down 1 stalker and a lot of the health off a 2nd, this is going to be so hard for Classic to hold.
Oh my god, it really is. I mean, Classic right now, he has no vision whatsoever. He needs to get across the map soon. He is going for his own prism. He did go for a robo, which is good, I think, because he can go into immortal production if he realizes something is amiss.
Yeah, Classic actually himself going for a 3-gate robo here, another aggressive 1-gate build, kind of faking out the natural expansion here. So both players going for very aggressive stalker builds here, and this does, I think, favor the defender, which in this case is herO. If he can get that prism as well, oh wow, huge pick off.
Yeah, the prism goes down. There's no way to reinforce. Classic is stuck. What you see is what you get, and he knows that he cannot push on further than here. And what's scary is that this also means that he won't be able to scatter his opponent. The stalker number, though, is a little bit of a tell.
Yeah, but at the same time, the other thing that really scares me here for Classic, he does not want to be spending minerals on a Warp Prism, and Warp Prism is his blink in this situation, essentially.
Exactly. Now he does not have blink. He starts a Nexus instead, and mate, in PvP, if you expand, you die, mate. Oh god, the Robo is inactive. He's not doing anything with it. He can warp in a couple of stalkers if he pleases, but herO, he's here with more. It was only 3 gates, by the way, not 4. It was just a pylon. He had no proxy, but he does have that blink.
Yeah, he does have that pylon a little bit earlier there as well, but oh, that blink, very nice micro dodging out the shots there. The sentry does just manage to get that force field down in time, but Blink does not care about your force fields. He's getting straight on in there, taking out so many stalkers, and this damage is really starting to get out of control.
Oh my god, the production gets depowered as well. Classic only has 1 gateway to work with. He does have an Immortal coming out, which is big, but is it gonna be enough? He has a shield battery, he has overcharge, he hasn't been wasteful, he has been holding on to it, but it's not gonna be enough. Up!
Yeah, herO jumping straight on top of there, does trigger the shields, does get on top of that, and the battery overcharge not enough. herO with a very decisive game too.
GG, well played. Finally, herO going to be able to flex his Stalker micro, what he is known for. Game 1 was a little bit more tentative with that, just because he did open up with Phoenixes instead, but here he was able to thrive.
Yeah, herO really, he said, I don't want any of that nonsense. I don't want to play a more than 5-minute PvP. I want to get this over and done with. I just want to kill you.
Yeah.
Goes for a very aggressive build there. And I think getting that War Prism there was really what spelled the end of Classic's push there.
Definitely. You were talking about it yourself. It wasn't just about his aggression. It wasn't just about being in the face of herO, but it was also his way to make up for the lack of blink as well. And that additional micro is massive in a PvP.
Yeah, definitely. But we do have a much, much bigger map here. So I don't expect to see any of that 1-base aggression this time.
Oh, yeah, I don't expect to see it either, but that's why you do it.
Such a Protoss player, lad. As in the top left-hand corner of the map here, we have the Protoss player, the best Protoss player in the world. This is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's herO.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire ESL, we have the South Korean Protoss player himself representing Prep Esports. It is Classic.
We do see both players actually opting to go for the high ground wall this time, so might be seeing the 2-gate openings once again. Just opting to, without that ram, not go for anything too crazy with the 1-gate expands. But once again, this is a much longer rush distance on this map, so I am expecting more of a macro-focused game.
I'm expecting that as well. I guess the other exciting thing, I didn't get to play last time. We get to play hopscotch again.
Oh yeah, hopscotch. With the boulders.
Watch
Everyone's
out,
gonna die.
Everyone's gonna die. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Wait, you had like the athletics carnival and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that not crazy? In primary school, we're out there with like shot
like
put,
a javelin.
Yeah, with like javelins and like shot put metal balls, and we're just throwing them around. That's crazy.
Yeah. Just tossing them. Shot puts make the best sound. Like a shot put into like damp grass.
Yeah.
It's like whoomp.
Yeah. Mate, if that lands on someone, they're dying. Okay.
Yeah. If that lands on your foot, that foot stays there.
Yeah. Oh my god. And discus is even crazier, mate. We didn't have
wait. Double gate. Two stalkers.
Two stalker.
Wrong. Oh, you were right.
No, I just said 2 stalkers. That's all I said.
Yeah. Well, I said heroes.
True.
So you get the other one.
We do see that herO is going to be moving out with the double adepts across the map. Going to be a little bit more aggressive, of course. Classic is going to get eyes on this with this probe, at least hopefully, as herO is going to try and lock him in.
Yeah, this probe cannot leave, but he will. He does know the timing, so he will just nick on over there. herO actually just going to show that adept to get rid of that pesky probe. And we are going to be seeing the 2 adepts going straight across the map, followed up immediately by 2 more and a Stargate. So herO definitely looking to get a little bit of his signature adept oracle aggression going.
Interesting. It's interesting how the variations are playing out here. Meanwhile, Classic, as he moves out, oh, he barely misses the probe of herO. Now he's gonna check the Zelnaga tower anyway, so he will be able to shut this down. But herO is throwing down a proxy in the middle of the map. Stargate. Oh my god! It wasn't just a Stargate follow-up. It's a proxy Stargate.
Yeah, this is I was gonna say classic herO, like classic herO gameplay, but classic's the other player. Ah ha ha. But. This is very typical of herO. He loves these proxy Oracle plays, especially against Terran, but clearly also against Protoss. This is something that he's very well known for in PvT, but he's going to be able to get on top of these Stalkers, and in these numbers, actually will be able to trade pretty well. Meanwhile, for Classic, we're seeing once again a 3-gate Robo.
Oh, exactly. The exact same build that he went for in the previous game. So we're going to be seeing some one base play from Classic. herO much faster to expand. Will he be fast enough to recognize what is going on? Does see the Stalker count, which is a little bit high, not gonna lie. The Oracle will also give him a little bit more scouting information as he does get into the main.
Yes, Oracle going to dive straight in here to the main. Ooh. Very nice reactions there from Classic, diving straight on top of that stasis trap. Denies it completely.
Yeah, it does get denied. The pylon is going to be going down. Second Stalker will not be coming out. It will be depowered. And now herO is on the back foot. He does find a proxy pylon, but mate, we got a War Prism. We don't need no proxy pylon.
Yeah, great find here for Classic. He's going to be able to get straight on top of these Adepts, and herO is in a world of trouble. He does not have what he needs to hold this. That Robo, that is so far away. Doesn't have any Void Rays because the Stargate's been depowered, and he's in a very rough spot here. Just has to hold this ramp as well as he can, but the Nexus was already cancelled.
Yeah, he was forced to cancel his Nexus. He has a couple more shield batteries on the way, and Pylon's overcharge is popped, but it's not going to be long for this world. It's being focused down, and Classic in a PvP. Is he going to be able to break down herO? We have a couple of boys being pulled, which will help, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, those extra 3 Stalkers being warped in here. This is now just overwhelming forces coming in here. Nice micro as well. He's just going to pull back those weakened Stalkers, and with no battery here, with any power, with the pylon going down, that Immortal's so far away. It's going to be almost impossible for herO to hold this off. Yeah. And he's going to pull the boys.
I mean, mate, herO has no production right now. He has 0 gateways powered. The boys are pulled. He has 1 Stalker, 3 Adepts, and a Dream right now. That Dream is that Immortal. He's chronoing it out. He needs it. He wants it, but he's not going to get it.
Yeah, meanwhile, across the map, the Oracles are getting... That Oracle is getting a lot of damage, actually tying up the probe damage that has been taken. So, looks like herO... Did he manage to repower his gateway?
The Robo was never depowered, so he was able to get the Immortal out at least here. And I guess he was able to repower the Stargate. Otherwise, how would he get 2 Stalkers? Oh my god. I mean, two
we got those. Yeah, the 2 Oracles with the one-shot potential were able to DPS through the batteries, and what looks like very wishful thinking for herO actually starting to look like it could be possible. This is a lot of Stalkers here, but if the micro is perfect, if he can buy enough time to get another shield battery overcharge, this is possible.
Yeah, exactly. He has that shield battery. He's waiting for the overcharge. He's still being overwhelmed. He's going to be pulling some more boys here. He has the defender's advantage. He's trying to make more probes, which will help in the defense, but we have sentries, mate. They force field away the army.
Yeah, great force field there. That Immortal somehow slipping through, but now the Immortal's on the wrong side. Does just manage to get in range of his shield battery overcharge, and this Immortal is going to have to get as much damage as he can, but the micro is good with the Prism.
Oh, the micro is good with the Prism. The micro is good with the Immortal as well. It barely manages to survive once again here, trying to take down those Stalkers, but doesn't get a single one. Not yet. More sentries being morphed in for more force fields. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, and that Immortal, it does not have any healing. It goes down, and that will be the end for herO here.
Yeah, at the same time, looks like every probe has died across the map. herO is turning around with his Oracles. He's coming back home, but Oracles are not what you want here. Not against Stalkers. Like, there's no way for them to deal with this army.
Yeah, 2 Oracles against 7 Stalkers. I don't think it's going to happen. Neither does herO. GG is called, and Classic with a bit of an upset here.
Wow, GG, well played. If anyone was going to bring down herO, it would have been in a PvP, as it is unwinnable. And Classic, he does it. He takes him down 2-1.
Yeah, great job, Classic there. Kind of winning out on the mind games a little with those builds. Just going for the 3-gate Robo once again, a little bit unexpected, and takes huge advantage of the proxy Stargate. Getting a bit fortunate as well, finding that proxy Stargate straight away.
Yeah, he shut it down immediately. On top of that, even though we saw the scout from herO, he had a really rough response because at the time if you remember, he was going for an expansion, so he was being a little bit greedy. He wasn't expecting Classic to go for the same build 2 games in a row, so he got caught with his pants down a little bit there. That's why it took so long for the first Immortal to come out. It's why he was only able to get 1 out as well. He just wasn't prepared for that 1 base play.
Yeah, herO going for a very tempo-based play, trying to take the advantage that way, and Classic just going for the brick there, and that does line up really well for him. But meanwhile, if we go and have a look at the bracket, the opponent waiting for Classic is not who I thought it would be. We have another upset in the PvP.
What is happening today? Oh my god. The madman himself, as I quickly switch the scenes. Jeshi, 2-1 creator, and is waiting for Classic in the semis.
Yeah, what an insane run coming out from him. 2-0 Cure, 2-1 creator, 2 of the top Koreans and some of the top players in the world. So very, very strong players that he's taken down there. And he will be facing Classic now, and I'm very interested in this series now.
Yeah, because I'm sure Jeshi, like, this is what he wants. I'm sure he didn't want to play herO, and Classic is a bit of a different player. So yeah, in a PvP, things are gonna get wild. How did Jeshi versus Creator go? I imagine I imagine we saw some more hyper aggression. I'm sure he's feeling in his element. I'm sure he's just out of this world right now, like emotionally, and he could even go all the way.
Yeah, I mean, he already finds himself in the semifinals, so he is in the money in that top 4. And yeah, going up against Classic, he could find himself in the grand final against either Dark or Beyond. So this bottom side of the bracket, pretty big upsets coming out here.
Yeah, and I have a pretty important question for you, Asher. I have the most important question. All right.
Okay.
As the most fluent CranKy Duckling in Mandarin or Cantonese or Chinese, what have you, Jeshi, right?
Actually, that's not even true. Patty Max Chinese is way better.
Okay, mate, just commit to the narrative, okay? Commit to the narrative. It's better than Patty Max. Better than Patty Max.
Okay.
Sugwa is watermelon in Chinese. Is Jeshi Jerry in Chinese?
Oh, I see. Is he the chosen one? Is Super Jerry like... You have Jerry, and it's like a Pokemon, like it evolves. Like Jerry, when he goes Super Saiyan, evolves into Jeshi.
I like how you're like, he's like a Pokemon. When he goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, when Pikachu goes Super Saiyan, where like Pikachu, you like throw him out, and Ash is like, I choose you, and he's like, he's like moon prism power. Then his hair goes golden. We thought that he was casting Thunderbolt, but he was just charging up. He's just charging up his power level to become Jeshi.
To become Super Jeshi, mate. That's what he is. Oh my god, for him to be here in the semis is crazy. For him to make it to the grand finals will be insane as well. A feat not done by many, if I remember correctly, because we were looking this up a while ago. For a foreigner to make it this far is not common. I think before this, maybe Time or Scarlet had made it to the semifinals before. I don't know if they made it to the grand finals. Like, this is a rare sight.